finish your NFL career and you actually go back to George Washington University and get a master's.
Yep. I mean,
That's pretty dope.
they had a program geared towards professionals. And so in 2013, I got my executive master's from George Washington University. And, I was just figuring, because I started while I was still playing. And so I figured at some point in time, this NFL thing is going to come to an end. And I don't want to, be caught off guard. So I'd rather go and, get my executive master's and, just dive into this business, whatever it is. I didn't know what it was going to look like, but I just wanted to be prepared. And so I got my executive master's in 2013 and not really knowing, what was going to happen or if I was going to retire or just, I really had no plan. And so, but I knew that I wanted to get my piece of paper. So when I did go to a business or start my own business, that people would take me seriously.
Right. So you got your MBA. Let me kind of do a little segue here. Because you clearly understand the importance of education.
Yes, sir.
So even when you went to Penn State, you took your school seriously over there.
Correct.
I went to Cal, and I remember Jason Kidd was going at the same time I was, and you could tell he wasn't doing anything. He was ready to go pro as soon as he got there. He just had to do that 1 year, and he was straight to the pros. Yeah. You, on the other hand, actually took it seriously. Recently, I was on Twitter, and I tweeted about reparations.
Yeah.
And I said, I fully support reparations to African Americans. And I said, possibly in the form of a free college education. And all hell broke loose.
Really? Well,
all hell broke loose.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And there was apparently there's a group called ADOS, the American Descendants of Slaves. And it's a big group, I guess, on Twitter. And the founder of the group and everyone else started just kind of, for days, were attacking me over how, that's a bullshit, that's a bullshit reparations, that doesn't make up for anything, that education is that's not even remotely an equalizing factor. And I agree, it's not an equalizing factor. I feel that reparations should be way more. It should be $1 million per person.
But do something, 100, right?
But the way I look at it is...
You only get 140 characters on Twitter.
Right. And the way I look at it is, well, no, it's not nearly enough. It's not nearly enough. But you're talking about 15% of the population at this point. Mm-hmm. And it's already being done in places like Georgetown. Like Georgetown is actually taking, because they were involved in the slave trade at one point, and they actually are offering free scholarships to descendants of those people.
Oh, okay.
So you're already seeing this kind of thing happen, and someone with a college education over their life will make $1 million more than someone with a high school education.
Right.
And that's the way I was sort of approaching it, but a lot of people had a huge problem with it,
But this the thing with Twitter, and you already know this.
Yeah.
Like, you can tweet a whole paragraph, right? And it'll come out in 5 tweets. People are going, and you got one tweet here, then this is the next one, this is the next one, this is the next one. People are only going to respond to that first one and not really read the rest of the tweets. You know what I'm saying? And they just and then everybody's like, oh man, he's clout chasing, whatever, blah, 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 or he's like a shock jock or whatever. People come out of nowhere with some of this stuff and stuff that you didn't even think of. And you're like, what? Why would, these people don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? They don't know your background. They don't know you went to Cal. They don't know you're college educated. They don't know nothing. All they know is they see words and they see buzzwords and they attack them. You know what I'm saying? Which is not fair. That's what I was saying about with Jalen. It's kids these days got it harder than we had because we were able to make mistakes and learn from the mistakes and talk to people about it, blah, blah, blah. But now they treat amateurs, college students, as if they're pros. They're not pros. These guys are 17, 18 years old. They're going to make mistakes. But now, when you make a mistake these days, the whole world sees it and the whole world has an opinion. And everybody, he should get fired. This coach should get fired. Coach has been there maybe 1 month and everybody, oh, you got to get fired, man. This guy's trash, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? Like, man, give the man some time, man. Give these kids some time to make mistakes and things like that, man. And the world is just, they're brutal, man. And then, there's a lot of keyboard gangsters out there.
Yeah.
A lot of keyboard gangsters.